Hey guys, I want to make a quick video, not necessarily about Oliver Tree, but kind of just some of the thoughts I've had since he's passed. I'm gonna say, like, right off the bat, I didn't really fuck with him that hard. There's one or two videos that he put out that I did like, but I never followed his career that closely. The aesthetic of like the bowl cut with the scooter, it was very on the nose, kind of like sarcastic, like doing a parody almost of like millennials like living their second and third childhood, or being like a grown kid for their whole life, and kind of messing with that whole aesthetic and kind of imagery of kind of the suburban kid, suburban 90s kid, product of divorce, whatever. Everyone kind of can't put their finger on exactly what that is, but we all know what it is. And so I kind of fucked with the aesthetic. Like, he had his lane, like it was very culturally relevant. Died in a helicopter crash. But anyways, kind of where I'm at with this is I always wanted to be making my own videos, like my own skit videos, my own comedy videos. And I've done like music as well, but I've done like a lot of this to a lesser degree, like skits and stuff. Like, they get buried in this channel, but like they pop up. Like, I do like once or twice a year. Sometimes like I'll delete it if like I'm feeling like, oh, this was shit, like this is embarrassing. Like, I never really met the right people, never had like 60 grand to spend on like some sort of art school degree, or like going to like some kind of film institute or something. Never was a theater kid, never joined the choir. Kind of regret not joining the choir and the band, the band kids, and like these things in middle and high school, and joining dance and being more expressive of myself. But I've always had like kind of like a deep like self-sabotage in me, and like kind of like a repression and like a self-hatred. And I don't know if it's against myself or my father, and I never really want to be like a successful person, and I feel like I'm embarrassed to express myself publicly, or like it's shameful that you should voice your opinion every now and again. But then I do it through other mediums anyways. You can never not complain. You can't be like this James Bond, Sean Connery kind of voiceless, talkless guy that's just like this silent alpha male. It doesn't actually apply to real life. And I think I tried to do that for so long. I tried to keep my head down at work and kind of just go home and like have a beer at home and just not have anything that I need, not really feel like I need to rely on people. But that caused me not to kind of express myself or reach out to like a group, or to feel vulnerable sharing like a song or a skit or a comedy to somebody. But that's my regret, and that's my kind of looking back. But I have made like rap and like comedy rap, parody rap. I've done some skit comedy, some characters, but I don't really lean in too heavy on them. Like, I have one character which is basically just my own perception of myself when I feel down, mixed with a couple things, and I kind of do like a self-parody, which is kind of gross. It doesn't feel great to do, but it also feels good to get it out at the same time. But I feel like kind of how I isolated myself and kind of tried to grind with these videos at first was it depends on which channel I'm talking about, because I have like 4 or 5. But at one point it was about self-expression. I kind of lost sight of that, because I was trying to do like faceless like nature videos and dog videos, try to make like a second income from it, so I could feel free to get out and break out into like actual social scenes that I'm kind of gate kept from. Like, I'm not financially well enough to even be a player or have a voice in any sort of art form or socialization to even base the art form on. I'm so far out of the loop, out of the culture. I'm like full NPC. Like I'm not even like a player, you know. So it's kind of, when I see Oliver pass, and he was kind of expressing himself at the same time I started doing it, and he took off, and like I never was good as that. Like I could never find the right medium, and I could never lock in and do it, and it feels like it's almost a sign to me that I need to be doing it, but I don't really have a strong message at this point in my life. Like I feel like I'm lost, and I need to find myself again, and it's really late to be doing that. So you need to find a way to express yourself and say what you have to say, but I'm at a loss for words of what I even want to say at this point. My mind is collapsing on itself, and I kind of need to find a social group and a social setting that's creative, and I need my finances in order, and I want to actually express myself in some medium, and I'm looking forward to doing that, and I'm still holding faith that I can do that eventually. And anyways, that's kind of where I've been thinking today, and just kind of this Oliver Tree situation. But anyways, I'm going to be posting some more videos on here, seeing if I could get things going again since the demonetization era, and a lot of ASMR content coming. I've been doubling and tripling up the videos, see if I could get some new subscribers and see where I'm at with that. But God bless everyone. Thanks for checking out this channel. Still sick, gonna listen to some music, mess with some videos today, and get back at it.